Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another quick pick prediction video. In this video, I'll be predicting the light heavyweight bout for the undisputed light heavyweight title, the vacated light heavyweight title because Jerry Prohaska got injured. But anywho, the undisputed light heavyweight title, but not the, what's the name called it? Yeah, I forget the name of it. Yeah, it's not the lineal title. But anyway, yeah, for this one, we have Glover Teixeira versus Jamahal Hill. And how I see this one right here, I'm going low confidence Jamahal Hill. Initially, I probably would have had high confidence Jamahal Hill just for the fact, the factors. Glover Teixeira's already old as a mug. And the fact that he won the belt as old as he was when he did win it was already, a dang. Also, he won it against an old guy as well. Not an old guy as old as him, like 38-year-old, late 30s. Guy that's been around the game, a vet just like him, but not quite as old as him. So in case like he went in there for this young spring chicken and beat him. He almost did against Jerry Prohaska, but last second Jerry got him submitted. But again, like nonetheless, he wasn't successful. But like I said, in winning the title as old as he did, it does help the fact that he did fight an older fighter who did in the past and resurface again have wrestling and grappling issues with fighters that wrestle and grapple that are actually good. And that's what Glover did to him. But nonetheless, all I'm trying to say is the fact that he did it at that age is very impressive, but very rare and hard to do. And now to redo that again at his age, it's just not looking all that great. It don't look like the greatest chance. But if you just look at the fighters for who they are and don't try to focus on age and this factor and that factor, Glover Teixeira is definitely the more well-rounded fighter and should be able to hold his own with Jamahal Hill on the feet, and definitely has a big, huge advantage in the grappling department. And Jamahal Hill has shown questionable takedown defense, even his early UFC fights, where it was definitely terrible, but it's improving. His takedown defense still isn't the best, but his grappling defense and overall grappling is improving. His overall takedown defense is improving, but it's definitely an area that can be exploited. But yeah, there's a lot of factors to factor against Jamahal Hill, but I think the factors factor more so against Glover, as far as where I'm leaning to, the fact that Glover is old and the fact that Glover has already done this before, which is rare. Now to even do this again is like even crazier, and the fact that the odds are like still neck and neck. But that just this speaks to the fact how well-rounded Glover is, how good Glover is, even this late in his age, like in this late stage of his career, like the fact that this fight, he going in with a young guy in his prime, and is a damn near pick 'em fight last I checked. But yeah, I gotta go Jamahal Hill. And it's also like Glover has fought people that he should have been a stylistic mismatch for, and he has lost. Like I feel stylistic wise, young Glover should have beat Jerry Prohaska, and he still was a close fight. I mean, I'm saying, yeah. Jerry Prohaska doesn't have the best takedown defense either. And Glover with his skill should have been able to tap him out. He had him in position, was able to tap him out. So just you say he should be this and should be that. Against Rumble Johnson, like one of Glover's best submissions is the rear naked choke. And Rumble Johnson, we got rear naked choke twice by Daniel Cormier, got rear naked choke by Josh Koscheck. He's a guy that quits, and Glover is tough, and like the more round the fighter should have tapped him out. Should have probably beat what's his name? Should have beaten Gustafsson, stylistically wise. You kind of look at that, for the most part, should have beaten Gustafsson. Should have. I didn't pick him to win that fight, but when you really look at it, you try to focus on the factor that you're going to lean to Glover, and like, if that's a fight that he should have won, this should have been a fight he should have won as well. But obviously, I feel like Gustafsson much more well-rounded than Jamahal Hill is right now. Or like, in his prime, Gustafsson was much more well-rounded than Jamahal Hill. But nonetheless, let me just get to the point. I'm going Jamahal Hill, low confidence. And the low confidence you can see comes from the fact that, Glover still matches up very well with him even at this age. And it's like Jamahal Hill's biggest advantage is he's in his prime, he's young, and he's hungry. And we don't know how hungry Glover is. Glover is back in here, but is he truly all that hungry? I mean, he's hungry enough, but I feel like Jamahal Hill has far more to prove, and he's in his prime. And his speed is much better. And Glover has been open to some shots, like, to be exploited in the boxing, definitely with that lower stance, to get caught up in the middle. But no, I think this is going to be a pretty competitive fight. But I think Jamahal Hill's going to be able to find those big shots, like down the middle, like with the uppercut, down the middle, 1-2s, uppercuts, maybe catch him from overhands. Just be fast, be crafty. I think it's going to be one of these fights like similar to the Jerry Prohaska fight. Like, it'll be points where, like, Glover, you probably should have won that fight. Like, even that prediction one I did, the Jerry Prohaska, like, it's going to be a wild fight. I didn't think it was going to be a submission in the fight, but I thought it was going to be like one of these wild fights where eventually, matter of fact, I think I predicted the round. I said 4th round TKO. I didn't say 4th round submission. No, matter of fact, it was a 5th round. It was a 5th round submission. I think I said 4th round TKO. That was like a wild fight. I knew Glover would put him in a lot of bad positions, but Jerry just going to be Jerry and find his way out of them. be one of those wild fights. But Jerry just being young, he gonna prevail and put Glover away. I'm not saying it's gonna be as wild this one, but I definitely think it's gonna be a similar thing where Glover's gonna have his moments, but ultimately the younger guy's gonna be able to pull away when it's necessary, be able to find that shot or find those shots and be able to put it on Glover and put him out. And I'm gonna say like a third round. I'm gonna say second round TKO for Jamahal Hill. So in this one, I have Jamahal Hill via second round TKO.